Hey everybody, welcome back to That's Right. Today I'm going to be digging right into Alice in Chains. I've heard a couple of songs of theirs on the radio that were uh, Down in a Hole, Wood, The Rooster, and of course The Man in the Box was real popular in the 90s. So the ones they play on the radio I've heard, but other than that I haven't dug into any Alice in Chains. I love the song Man in the Box and the Rooster. I didn't really care for Wood that much. I know a lot of people like it, but it was kind of slow for me. And I don't know, but there's a song I pulled up called Nutshell. I just wanted to pick one that might be something I haven't heard. And so I just picked this one myself, just kind of grabbed it out of a hat and said, screw it, let's go with this. So let's see what Nutshell is all about. Before we do, if you guys could like, subscribe, put comments down bottom if you want to hear more Alice in Chains, make some suggestions. Um, I'm all ears. Uh, if it's good, I'll like it and I'll tell you. And if I don't like it, just like the song Wood, it's a great song, but I didn't really care for it. And I'll just be honest with you. Um, and if I've heard it, and if it rings a bell, I'm going to stop everything and say, yeah, I've heard it, but I know I haven't listened to it as far as lyrics. I've already done that with other songs that people recommend, and I don't know by the title. So forgive me if I get into it and stop it and say, heard it, you know. But I don't think I've heard any but those four Alice in Chains. He's got a real distinct voice, and it's pretty easy to spot the voice of the lead singer to Alice in Chains. So anyhow, uh, yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Uh, we're doing great so far. A lot of people have subscribed. We're growing this channel, trying to get this music out to more and more people. And we do have Buy Me a Coffee. If you like it, down in the description below, if you'd like to click on that and donate um, to the channel to help it grow. If you don't, that's great. But let's get on with Nutshell by Alice in Chains.
God.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go back a little bit, back this up. I'm gonna pull this up and see what he's meaning by these lyrics. Apologize, but I've got to dig into what the man is talking about. It says here, Nutshell by Alice in Chains is a deep, introspective, and melancholic track that explores themes of profound isolation, despair, and the loss of personal control. Okay, the title itself signifies the feeling of being trapped in a tiny, inescapable space, often interpreted as being walled in by addiction or mental anguish. Okay. Okay. So I get it. That's kind of what it sounded like in the beginning was uh, being trapped. And, when he sang, I'm the man in the box, buried in my shit, it wasn't exactly uplifting, but it was dun, 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 down, down. That sound, that whole guitar and the drums just made that song. This is smoother, not as in your face, and it's kind of a dark, depressing freaking message, but it's where a lot of people are. So I don't want to be there, but a lot of people are trying to get out of that tight space. And man, makes you have to stop and think about someone else's position on shit. He said my privacy is raped. Man, that's hard. He's, uh, he's really down there. Yet I find repeating in my head. If I can't be my own, I feel better dead. Okay, well that was depressing. I uh I really I have a hard time with with songs about depression, and it strikes a chord with so many people. And I feel so sorry for people that are stuck in a rut with addiction, thoughts of hurting themselves, things that most people uh, in day to day life just passively dismiss as someone else's problems, and it could be somebody really near and dear to you that's going through that. Uh, Man, we've all known someone, and a lot of times we've definitely felt really deep love for someone that near to us that has been experiencing problems. It sounds like that lead singer, maybe he went through a lot of struggles. I don't know about this group. I just know the songs that they played on the radio. Um, if there's been troubles with uh, drugs, alcohol, addiction, um, anything that he's singing from the heart about, uh, maybe let me know in the comments below. If there's some more, uh, like if they came back from that and got into some more songs in their career with uh, coming out of that and spraying forward and were able to overcome these tight places, this nutshell that he's describing that he's stuck in, um, and something more upbeat. That would be fine. I'd love to hear that. Uh, but it isn't all, you know, peaches and cream. I get it. And I think this is kind of the, I'm the one that picked it, and I don't really care for the song. Because it's sad, and some sad songs I like. Um, it's just such a mellow, it's good guitar in that. But I like something that just freaking rocks, you know. So I, if I'm gonna put on music that I want to listen to, it ain't gonna be this. I'm just saying, you know, that's not my choice of the next tune I want to pop in. So uh, anyhow, for somebody that it really hits home with, of course, they might want to hear it over and over and over, and I totally understand. But that's just not me. So let me know in the comments if there's something else that's a real banger that they made. Let me know because I'm clueless with this band. Um, but I love their sound. I love his voice. His voice is just so just you can distinguish it from anybody else. There's nobody I've ever heard with a voice like that. And that's what I love about Alice in Chains is just the guitar and that voice. They stand out, and once in a while, once in a blue moon, a group comes along and does that to you where you just go, where did that come from? Hell yeah. So I'm all about it if it's another like Man in the Box, you know. And the Rooster was a drag. That was, uh about Vietnam War and just the everything about that was good. I like the song, but it's more of a downer note on the messaging in a way. You know, it's apparently a dude that absolutely you couldn't you couldn't hurt. You know, but it is about war and uh, anyhow, there's several of those. Master of Puppets by Metallica, kind of a message like this one, where the drugs have you under control. But that one was jam up, you know, start to finish, and went through a whole trip in the middle and back to In Your Face Again, and just a masterpiece in my opinion. Um, I know there's a lot of Megadeth fans that are gonna freak hearing that, but yeah, I like Metallica. So let's get on with this, dig in later and get into some more Alice in Chains because I love the sound. I just want something more upbeat. And if that's cool with everybody else, go ahead and let me know. And until next time for That's Right, that's it.